So I've already completed one of my brows and I'm going to go ahead and do the other side now. I start off by using MAC Fluid Line in Dip Down and MAC Brush 208, which is just a really fine angled brush. I then go ahead and dip my brush into the fluid line and wipe off any excess product that may be on the brush. I'm now going to be drawing a straight, precise line from the beginning of my brow to where my arch starts. I like to use quite short, light strokes. I find that this makes the line a bit more precise. I'm now using MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC15 and MAC Brush 195. I'm going to go ahead and put a bit of concealer on the side of my hand just so it warms it up a bit and I will have easy access to it. I then dip the brush in the concealer and just go over any mistakes I've made, keeping in the straight line I'm trying to create. And again, I'm just going to go over the line with my fluid line, just making sure it's straight as I can get it. I'm then going to follow on the start of my arch around and straight down to where my brow shape is. And again, just going over any mistakes I may have made, just to keep it neat and tidy. I'm now using MAC Bronzing Powder in Matte Bronze, which is just a dark brown kind of colour. I was previously using a MAC eyeshadow in Charcoal Brown, which is just a matte taupey type shade, but it's now too dark for me. So I dip my angled brush into the bronzing powder and I begin at the middle of my brow and do light strokes just to fill in the line that I've just drawn on to where my hairs start. If you have darker hair, you can be a little bit more heavy-handed. It's just that I have fair hair and I don't want it to be too dark. So now I'm going to be using my MAC Brow Set in Girl Boy, which is just a chestnut brown and it has a mascara type applicator. I'm just using this to set my brow hairs in place and just give it a bit more colour. I'm now going to be using my bronzing powder again and my angled brush. I dip this in the powder and I start at the middle of my brow and just draw a line tracing around my brow shape, around my arch, just reflecting the bottom part of my brow. So just light strokes. And I just go over this line to make sure it's correct. So just following my arch around, just reflecting that on the top. And then marrying it up with the end of my brow. Just every now and again checking how in shape my brow is and the shape I'm making. I'm now going to go ahead and use the concealer again to erase any mistakes I've made on the top. And then going over it again. And now I'm going to go ahead and use my bronzing powder to fill in any gaps that I have on my brow. You can use any color you want. I would use fluid line, but I find that it's too dark for me now. And then just going over my brows, just making sure they're correct, and voila, finished product. And I hope I've helped.